Hello.
Hi, I
Hi.
am I am your OS, Samantha. What would you what would you like for me to do today?
Okay.
Fuck man. All right, well, I watched the movie Her right before we started this podcast. I don't think
Yeah,
WOLseeker has seen it.
you're right. I
It
haven't.
was it was pretty cool. It's about a man who falls in love with a computer. What an idiot. Now, it's not about that,
Falls,
but like that's a
falls in love with
big
the
folk.
Windows.
Yeah, with the Windows operating system. And that, but then he meets Linux. Dun, dun, dun. What the frick? What the freak? And
Damn, the fucking love triangle, man. Holy shit.
and yeah, it's a pretty cool movie. I don't know. It's like it's a romance sort of drama movie, and it's pretty slow. I like it, but if you're a big like Marvel fan, but not a big like movie fan, you're not gonna like this movie. Do not
Yeah.
watch it.
But if you like the Avengers Endgame, then you will love this one.
Yeah, you will love that one.
This one. Specifically that one film. Okay.
But yeah,
Welcome to
I liked it.
episode 58
Yeah, you're right.
of Generally Speaking podcast.
Woo!
I am your third janitor, WOLseeker.
Yeah, and
And
I
with
am,
me is main janitor, GeneralArse.
and our second janitor couldn't make it today because he is, well, okay. I wanted to keep it a secret, but actually, he was smoking in the trash compactor again, and I turned on the trash compactor and I didn't hear him because I was wearing my earbuds and I was earbuds the movie. I was listening to Airbuds the movie on my earbuds and I couldn't hear him over the cute sounds of dogs talking. Couldn't hear him screaming and writhing in pain as he got crushed in the trash compactor. So technically, you're the second janitor now, because he's dead. Whoa, you got a race. That guy got fucking squished in there, man. Don't make fun of him. Don't make fun of him like that.
What do you mean? He just got killed right there.
Oh, okay.
Got squished. He done
You
got
got
squished, man.
you done got squeezed in there.
We had ample opportunity to save him, but he got squished.
Oh, how many like rats and mice do you think get squished in like a trash cars? What is it called? Garbage trucks, like trash compactor, basically. How many? How many do you think get squished in there because they're just like hiding in a trash can, and the fucking trash guy's not gonna see when they dump you out into like the back of a garbage truck. So like, there's gotta be like millions a year that get crushed all over the world. More than
enough.
that. Yeah, not enough. Do you think like we don't have raccoons in Iceland? Do you think that like happens to raccoons? Because they're big. They probably the trash men, they probably notice a raccoon in the trash can. They don't just like fucking throw a raccoon in there. But like mice and rats, they probably like they're so small you don't really notice them. They might be at the bottom of the can, and then you pour them down, and they're just like, "Ooh, cozy big old pile of trash. What's that whirring noise I hear?" Wow! And then the mouse is dead.
That
It's
is
awful. That's
a
disgusting.
horrifying story.
Exactly. Imagine being a mouse and that happens to you. That's what we're starting.
Oh yeah.
A GoFundMe for mice. And I'm not a mouse dressed as a man. No.
yeah,
I am a real man. I'm a real boy.
Yeah, we are real boys, but
We are.
however,
Yeah.
pay for our fund our campaign of $7 million, and we will put on costumes
Yeah.
to end up in the trash compactor.
Hold on, just gonna take a quick bite of my cheese. Yeah, I'm not a mouse, by the way. That's crazy. That's crazy. You're insane.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Let me see.
let's talk about something that kind of scared me yesterday. Ooh, it spooked me. It spooked me a
It
little
didn't
bit.
scare me in the slightest. Oh!
Yeah, cause you're not close to me. But I mean, in like a
Or am
in
I?
placement, but like in friendship. Like
Yeah,
anyway, we I was streaming yesterday. I was streaming a bit late. I ended my stream about 20 minutes into 1 o'clock, basically 1 a.m.
Damn.
So I was just like, holy shit, I gotta go to bed. I had like a meeting at 12, so I stopped the stream. I am like turning off my computer and stuff when I hear some weird like distant explosion, and I'm pretty used to hearing like fireworks here in the big capital city, and I'm sure you've heard some too since you've like been at the apartment. It's like randomly people during like mostly during weekends, people are just like shooting fireworks, which is illegal unless it's like unless it's New Year's, or I don't know if it's legal during the 17th of June, like which is the what's it called? Like it's Iceland's 4th of July essentially. It's like our inauguration day. Is that like the word for it? I don't know what the word for it is.
I do not know. Do not ask me. My IQ is 13.
It's our Independence Day. What the fuck am I saying? Anyway, yeah, it's like our day of independence is the 17th of June. And I think it's legal to blow up fireworks then. But mostly, like, it's just around, like, New Year's when most people are shooting fireworks. And so, you know, but here in the capital, people just sort of ignore that rule, and so every now and then you'll hear fireworks going off, especially during weekends when people are like partying and shit. And so it's like something I've just gotten used to. I used to be so surprised because like I don't hear that at all where I used to live, where I was like on the farm. That does not happen. But when I moved here, I was always like, what the fuck? People are shooting fireworks? It's
thought it was like guns.
It's April.
Oh my god! Gang wars!
Gang wars in the capital city. And so yeah, I always thought that was super weird. But that bang that I heard yesterday, last night at like 1 a.m. didn't sound like fireworks. It was one blast, and I was like, okay, that was not a firework. It must have been a lightning. Or it must have been a gun. Must have been a gun. Must have been thunder. Cause like I was like, there's no way that, like I said, there's no fireworks that sounded like this explosion. It was like a big blast. It did not sound like the fancy crackly, like, you know, when you fucking blow up a firework and it's got all like the cool fizzle and sizzle to it, the razzle dazzle. So I was like, okay, that has to have been thunder. And so I stand up and I look out my window and I look for a flash or anything like that. Don't see anything, and I go, okay, probably nothing. Sit back down. Mind you, I have curtains drawn always in my room, so I probably just didn't see it. But like, I hear another blast like 30 seconds later after the first one, and I'm like, whoa. And it was like the same sort of like, I don't know, not weight, but it sounded as loud as the first one, basically. Damn. And then a minute after that one, I heard one more, and I was like, what the fuck? Are we being like bombed? What is happening? Why would somebody bomb Iceland? And I just
Russia's bombing Iceland.
Oh god, oh god. Iceland just like starts sinking. and then Iceland is like the, you know, at the bottom of the bathtub there's like the little cover that like covers up the bathtub. We're that in the ocean. If somebody blows up Iceland, all the ocean just like drains out into the core, and everyone else is like, oh shit, fuck. And then you can find Atlantis and the Titanic and all that shit that's sunk. You can get it back. You're welcome. But yeah, I heard like that last blast, and I just went, okay, I'm going to bed anyway, so I'm just like, hopefully I don't get blown up or something. I don't know.
And you got blown up.
And then I died, and well, I'm in heaven right now.
Yeah, it's been nice, you know, talking to you, and unfortunately all the times of.
And unfortunately, you, my dear viewer, my dear listener, are schizophrenic. You're listening to disembodied voices of nobody. There's nobody there.
This podcast never existed, man. We're in your brain.
We're like making fun of people with schizophrenia. I'm sorry.
And people with tumors.
Yeah.
By the way, you're gonna die soon.
Stop.
Unless you let me take it out. Let me turn it on, man.
Dr. WOLseeker.
Let me just use my laser gun.
But today, after my like meeting, I got home. I bought some stuff on the way home, and then with like the snacks that I bought, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna watch a movie, and I'm gonna watch the movie Her, because Peaches sent me a message last night, at like 1:30 a.m. or something like that, and he was like, "Oh, have you seen the movie Her? Oh, dude, you gotta watch the movie." And I like answered
and you
him,
were
and
like, "Her?" question mark. And
wait,
he was
who?
like, "Her, got you."
Her piece. And I told him like, no, I haven't seen it yet, but I wanted to see that movie. And then he was like, "Go the fuck to sleep, you asshole." And I was like, "Oh, sorry." But yeah, I decided to watch it, and while I was watching it, I was like checking stuff on my phone as well, and I found two things. First of all, I found out that those blasts that I found were lightning strikes, and apparently there was a whole bunch of them all over like the capital city, or not the capital city, but like close by, sort of just like off the coast. So that's cool. I didn't see that at all, but I mean, my curtains are drawn, so that's my fault, I guess.
You're missing out, man. You're missing out.
Yeah. And I guess when I like looked out the window, I didn't look long enough, because if I had been waiting a little longer, I probably would have seen a blast. A flash in the sky. And then another thing I saw, and I saw it off like a Twitter meme. Somebody replied to a news article on Twitter, where the news article said, "An asteroid the size of half a giraffe hits the Earth north of Iceland." And I was like, "What?" And the guy who like replied to this tweet just goes, "Surely there's a better way to describe it than that. Like half a giraffe. What the fuck?"
Actually, I think that's very apt, because giraffes are gonna go extinct if we don't do anything about it, man.
Well, which half of the giraffe? You can split the giraffe in two halves. You got like the from the neck and the body,
No,
or from. Okay, no.
Oh, it's the same.
All right, but
You're looking at it the wrong way.
But yeah, I did not know about that. I don't think I heard anything like that. I mean, it was north of Iceland. I wonder if anyone in the north of Iceland saw or heard anything, because I don't think there was any videos of it.
Everyone north of Iceland dead.
The entire the most populous town of the north of Iceland, Akureyri, is just gone. It's just destroyed.
It's gone. Nobody heard anything, and nobody even checked.
Yeah, and the reason why I guess nobody recorded it or anything, because like you can probably get a picture of that easy peasy, is that people didn't know that it was hitting the Earth until it happened, pretty much. And and I was like reading the article about it, and it said that this is like the 5th time that's happened, because usually you can tell an asteroid's about to hit the Earth, especially like a big one. But since this one was the size of half a giraffe, I guess it was so small that like it went undetected until it like hit the Earth, and I don't think it did that much damage. I also think it just like went in the ocean somewhere.
Usually the measuring equipment that scientists use, they can measure, asteroids the size of a giraffe and bigger.
But this one was half a giraffe.
Yeah,
like what the fuck?
Half a giraffe. You couldn't really find it. So.
Couldn't see it. What the fuck? I thought this was a pretty funny like article, and of course it's from the U.S. because they love to just measure things like that, like a fucking like the news that happened. This was like memed about, I think 2 or 3 years ago, when somebody said like a boulder the size of a large rock blocks the road somewhere in Texas or something. I was like, yep, that's what a boulder is. Like what? Or no? I think it may have been. I think it may have been like a large rock the size of a boulder blocks the road or some shit like that. Even though it was literally a boulder. Like what the fuck?
Mm-hmm. Well, us Texans, if we don't know it's a boulder, then we don't understand the size of the rock. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Back in my day.
Were you ever
eat birds on the cheap?
Were you scared of lightning as a kid?
No, I was just like, damn.
You ran outside with an umbrella with a kite. You ran outside and you were like, please strike me.
I had a
Strike
kite
me.
with like a key intertwined.
Yeah, and you were like, oh, I love Ben Franklin. I love Ben Franklin.
My greatest dream. I can cross this off the bucket list.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of movies where like characters are like scared of lightning. They fucking jump up in their bed, they hide under their covers, and they're like, oh, lightning, oh. And by a lot of movies, I mean Ted, the epic funny movie by like Seth MacFarlane, or starring Seth MacFarlane at least. That movie had like the characters be like scared of lightning, and I never understood that, but I guess that's just like, I don't know.
Well,
but
watch Ted 2, it'll explain everything.
What's so scary about lightning? What's so scary about it?
It can be quite shocking.
Oh, go on, go on. Yeah.
It gives you a cool little scar when you get hit by it.
Yeah, I guess like if you get hit by lightning, that's scary, but the chances of that happening are so slim. There have been people who have been hit by lightning, and I think most of them survive. But you're just like, yeah, you get a huge scar. You're like, your body is not the same after, I guess.
Yeah.
And I think there's isn't there someone who's like got struck by lightning twice? Hold on. Man, or wait, person,
and he's
who got struck by lightning twice. What?
Oh, John Cheeseburger.
Someone called Roy Sullivan says that between 1942 and 1977 claimed to have been hit by lightning 7 times, and he survived every time. And he was given the nickname Human Lightning Rod. Or Human Lightning Roy, it should have been. I'm sorry. Anyway.
I think he took part in some sort of scientific experiment where they inject him with like a bunch of
shouldn't have been wearing his copper chastity belt. Fucking goddamn it, guy. You know, I just didn't want to have sex. He put that chastity belt on.
Yeah,
you know, that's how you get lightning.
All his rings were copper. His teeth were copper.
His teeth were copper. Got struck by lightning.
Copper sunglasses. Got struck by lightning, had to pull out his copper cell phone and make a call.
His copper cell phone.
I got hit. Somebody
sent me another copper umbrella because this one's broken.
And it also shocked my copper wallet, and my copper money got hit.
And I think my copper chastity belt broke. Fuck.
Oh, my copper shoes, they're blown out. I need new pairs.
He's just wearing everything copper. The boy wonder, the Copper Man. Yeah. Instead of Iron Man, it's Copper Man. Copper Man. Somebody should make like that sounds like a superhero that would be in like The Boys, that TV show, like Copper Man, and he just like dies in the stupidest way because he's like flying around, gets struck by lightning, and falls to his death.
I thought superheroes don't die.
Oh, dude, fucking watch The Boys, man. You haven't watched it, have you?
No.
You fucking idiot. You freaking bastard. It's so good.
It's not on Netflix. I can't do anything.
It's on Prime Video, and if you get Twitch Prime, then you get access to Amazon Prime videos, and you can watch Amazon Prime shows like The Boys and also Invincible.
Damn. If only that wasn't like the worst fucking deal in history, I would do it.
Hey, what the fuck? You get a free subscribe to your favorite Twitch streamer, Peaches and Stream.
Yeah.
Oh. What?
No.
Oh, damn, okay. Never mind.
No, bleep that out. Bleep that out.
Nope, I'm not gonna do it.
Don't let him know. Don't let him know. I only watched him like once. Sorry, man.
I'm telling you. I'm telling
you. If you're not streaming Deus Ex, I don't want to watch.
No. Oh shit! I'll tell him. I'll tell him to do that.
The first one, not 2 or 3 or 4. Thank you.
Or the one that came out The PS4.
Well, not the mobile spin-off.
The only time I've ever played a video game and it hurt my eyes, like it genuinely fucking made my eyes just like, I don't know, not like itch, I guess, but like it felt like someone was squeezing them, was when I was playing Deus Ex on the PS4. What is that one called? Mankind Divided or something?
Mankind Divided.
Yeah. It hurt to look at. I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
I think it was like motion blur or something. I was just like, oh my god, my eyes. I had to get I bought like gunner glasses specifically for that, and then I've never used them again because that's the only game that's ever happened to me.
You motherfucker! You don't like my glasses?
I bought your glasses and I didn't like them. Fuck. Shit.
Yeah, there was something about the console port.
Yeah.
It wasn't running at native resolution. They were like rebuilding the image from like a lower resolution, and it didn't like look right.
I don't know. Yeah, there was something about it at least, and I couldn't get past like I think I didn't even play 30 minutes of the game. I think I had to stop. And even when I got my gunner glasses, I played for a little bit, and then I was like, no, this is. It's ruined. It's ruined now. I don't want to play this.
Gunner, you gotta make some better glasses, man.
Gunner glasses. Sorry, just squirted some water everywhere.
I thought you were taking. I thought.
Yeah, I always record the podcast on the toilet. That was me taking a shit, and that was the shit hitting the water.
And that's like the cue, like, oh, okay, now it's the end of the podcast right there.
Oh dude, that splashed back at my nuts, dude. Fuck.
Well,
Does that
I'm
ever
done
happen?
here.
You ever done that? You ever sit down in the toilet and like your nuts just like dip into the toilet water like a tea bag?
I use duct tape now. It helps.
You duct tape your nuts to your like thighs or something? What?
I duct tape it to the back of my ass.
What the fuck? So you're like shitting on your nuts? That's disgusting.
I was waiting for you to say it. I was waiting for you to point it out. The nasty.
It just like squirts everywhere. And you have to like wipe your nuts down afterwards too. You have to like grab an extra ply of toilet paper and like wipe off your nuts.
I don't know, the duct tape, the duct tape. Yo man, we gotta get someone to animate this.
No, don't.
Yes.
Nobody animate this.
Okay, I'll do it, ladies and gentlemen.
I'll make a feature-length film about this. I'll write a 100-page script about the man who duct tapes his nuts to his fucking butthole. What the fuck?
Just take 10 photos, cause each picture is like 1,000 words,
Yeah, take a picture. It'll last longer.
It'll last long.
Oh boy. Why did we start talking about this, man?
You gotta expand. You gotta work the idea around,
Yeah.
It might be something, Who knows?
What about the women who can't tie their ball sack to their ass, huh? What do they do?
Undergo operation.
Yeah, you're gonna have to operate. Add a nutsack.
Or just, take what you already have and put it out there.
Yeah, exactly. I think girls are just jealous because they don't have a nutsack to scratch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, unless they undergo, operation.
Yeah, unless they go through the operation. The operation. We're not gonna tell anyone what it's called. It's like top secret.
It's the operation.
It's the operation. All right.
Those who know,
you're gonna have to go.
Know.
You're gonna have to go through the deep web to find that shit. Find that information.
I watched one of those videos, top creepiest websites on the deep web.
Yeah.
And one of them was vasectomy in a box.
What? Okay.
It was like this. You sent us bitcoins. We sent you a box filled with surgical equipment alongside instructions on how to give yourself a vasectomy or something.
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
What?
It was something like that.
What?
It's probably not
Jesus
real.
Christ, yeah, it's probably not real, but that's so weird. I remember being fascinated with like weird websites like that, and like maybe not completely the deep web, but just like weird websites you could go to on the internet. There was like this YouTuber called like the Gamer from Mars or some shit like that. I don't know if you've heard of him. Who used to talk about like 4chan mysteries and all this shit, and he used to list like some weird like videos and websites and stuff you could visit.
Yeah.
Like I remember learning about, what is it called, like the YouTube, there's like a YouTube page you could visit that like if you kept refreshing it, YouTube would just turn more and more hellish or some shit like that. It would like turn more red and bloody the more you refresh the page. And I used to think it was so cool. I was like, whoa. And I checked out that YouTube page. It like existed, and probably because some guy like made it after seeing that video. That didn't do anything. And that was like back when YouTube still had like the yellow subscribe button and shit like that. It was like a long time ago when that existed. Gotta use the Wayback Machine now to get to
Go
it.
all the way back.
And then there was like another video of like a guy who's like staring at the camera, and it was like, oh, this video is said to have made people kill themselves when they watch it. It's like a guy watching the camera and music playing in the background, and that's it. Like just creepypasta shit generally. Like I was fascinated with this. That's the song I was playing.
Music.
Man, I'm just gonna kill myself after watching this. I'm gonna kill myself.
It's all over.
It's all over.
I can't handle it.
Yeah, and then I remember being like terrified of watching like Suicide Mouse, for instance, which is like this creepypasta about like, dude, there's an episode of Mickey Mouse where he is walking down a road and some creepy music is in the background, and then there's a scream at the end, and it's hyper realistic, and like I watched it and it's not at all.
It's hyper real. There's a guy that walks into the frame at the end or something.
Yeah. And I used to be like scared of that video. Like I didn't want to watch it, and then I watched it when I was like 14 or something, and I was like, this isn't scary. What the fuck? Yeah. This
and then
sucks.
you had a heart attack.
And then I died. And then the guy in the video like popped out of the screen and went.
Did we get you? Did the mouse get you?
Ooh, did I get you? And I said,
did I get you?
Heart attack. I died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, dead.
What's the scariest YouTube video you ever saw when you were like a kid? What's like the scariest thing you watched?
So I watched like Let's Plays.
Yeah.
For like Bioshock 1 and Bioshock 2 like wasn't out yet, but I looked up Bioshock 2 Let's Play and I found something. I clicked on it and it played like a little bit of like a gameplay trailer, and then it cut to like a jump scare and it was like, whoa! I wasn't expecting that.
Wait, when did Bioshock 2 come out?
I don't know, 2012 or something?
Let me see. 2010. God damn.
Oh, okay.
You got jump scared by like a fake gameplay video.
It like started on like a gameplay trailer and then it cut to like a jump scare.
And you shit yourself, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
I wasn't expecting it.
Anyway. I also like my brother was a real bastard. He was a real bastard. He made me watch some weird shit when I was a kid. Some of it was not on YouTube. For instance, the one that must not be named, where two women and there's a cup also involved. And yeah, he made me watch a bit of that. I didn't watch all of it because it was just disgusting. It was like shit that my brother made me watch. And then I think he also made me play the Maze game and like stuff like that. That's like classic internet stuff that like if you were born in like the 1980s It's just like the 1900s and up. I think if you're born like past 2000 and maybe 4 or something, you don't really know about most of these things because people aren't talking about them as much anymore. I remember when the internet loved talking about Two Girls One Cup, and they loved talking about the jar video and like all that shit, you know. And it's just like nobody talks about this stuff anymore, and I'm glad they don't. I mean, we're talking about it now, I guess. But like that shit was traumatizing. Like my brother showed that to me when I was 12. I was a child. I was a kid. I was not supposed to watch that. My uncle showed me Happy Tree Friends, Happy Tree Friends when I was like 9 maybe. I don't know. I went to like my grandma's house. My uncle was there when he was like maybe 17. He was like way older than me, and he was a sadistic little fuck. He locked me in the room with him and made me watch Happy Tree Friends. And I thought like, oh, dude, kids show, yay! I was like really excited. And then they just start killing each other, and it was visceral, and it was disgusting. Yeah. And then like when I grew up and I like rewatched, I tried watching Happy Tree Friends when I was like 16, 17. I was like, okay, this is not as disgusting, like it's still disgusting, but it's not as like traumatizing anymore, I guess. I don't know. It was still weird that he would show me that as a child, as like a 9-year-old. Fuck. Fuck.
I think I found something early like that. Actually, it might have been like, the same people who made Happy Tree Friends.
Yeah.
But it was like, on the, older internet, not YouTube. I think I was like browsing around for like, I don't know, cartoons or animations.
Yeah.
And it was like, Happy Tree Friends or something similar to that. And they were like in like a crane machine. And it was like the crane goes down, picks up one of them, and it's
like the claw game thing?
Yeah,
Okay.
claw game. It goes up, picks one of them, and then like the claw just shakes it around, and it's like bloody.
Jesus Christ! What the fuck?
Yeah, and then like stops, and all the other like animals or whatever are down there looking at like the corpse or whatever, and the crane game, like the crane lowers it down again, and they all just start like screaming, just like.
Oh my god! The creator of that show has to have known that like, oh, I'm creating this cartoon show, and I want it to look like cartoons so that kids watch it, so they get traumatized when they die. Like what the fuck? I think I remember the one my uncle made me see, and it's still. That is the only episode that to me I like have the hardest time to watch if I go back to it, because I remember when I rewatched it and like when I was 17 years old, I was like, oh god, this is still like gross. It was an episode where, like the green one, the squirrel who was like, he had like PTSD and he would like go crazy if he heard like, so him and some of the other guys were like sitting around a campfire, and then I think somebody starts like popping popcorn over the campfire, and he's like looking into the fires, and you can hear like pop, 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 like he's like hearing gunshots, and then he starts killing everyone, and one of them I think he like guts him and then starts strangling him with his own like guts or something, and I thought it was just disgusting, and that's like and I think still to this day, and it's probably because of that, every time I see in a movie or TV show or even a video game a character being like having their throat slit or something like that, I still like gag at that. Like most gore doesn't really bother me because I don't know, I didn't watch too much of it as a kid, but like that one episode had someone getting their throat slit in like the most visceral way. And I just always think about like if I see that, I can like feel my throat itching, and I'm like, oh god, I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want my throat to be slit. What the fuck?
Nasty.
That's nasty. No, thank you.
I don't want that. I'll just take the dismemberment instead. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. I'll just have my arms ripped off and thrown into a wood chipper, please, and thank you. Thank you. But yeah. Anyway,
Anyways.
Yeah, hold on. I'm almost done here. Dude, you're doing it.
You gotta take some, you gotta have like a fiber diet, put some. You gotta be like me.
Put some. Oh my god, stop! Oh. What the fuck is this? Alright, anyway. Bye.
This isn't a race, yeah, bye.